Sixx from the legendary band Motley Crue joins us now. And
awesome.
Hi, Nikki. How are you?
I just heard erotica, and I was half asleep.
Let me tell you. I'll fill you in. I'll wake you up a little bit. We're having the Q-rotica, and what it does, it's kind of like they have the original one was in San Francisco, where everybody just like everybody who's into anything weird
went
comes
crazy.
out of the ball. Yeah, you've heard of that thing before, haven't you, Nick?
Yeah, I might have been there.
Oh, you've been there. Well, we have our own version, and really all the rules kind of go out of the window. We've got the Penthouse Pet of the Year that's coming in. We're very close to confirming that Nikki Sixx is going to be there.
Oh, great.
But it's a lot of fun, so it's the type of thing. You still get a kick out of that sort of stuff?
Well, I'm married, and I got 4 kids.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I see stuff online, and I remember. I remember that what I'm looking at doesn't compare to what we did. People are like, dude, man, it was an amazing night last night. Like, I got a blowjob from 2 girls. And I go, you were just getting started, right?
That was before you went into the place you were going to. I see.
Right. You were in 7-Eleven when that happened.
Do you think?
Motley's had some crazy adventures, and
would you say that your most debauched stories would be up there with some of the legendary ones, like Led Zeppelin with the shark in the hotel room?
Yeah, there's stuff that you don't know about because it's that bad, but we went beyond sharks.
Wow, all full on tentacles, huh?
It was octopus. More girls, the better. But no, you know what? That was like an amazing time in rock and roll. And, I say, the 70s and 80s were when rock stars roamed the earth. And what I'm excited about in 2014 is, bands like us with 6 a.m., we're making records that from beginning to end are journeys the same way that like Queen and Elton John and Bowie made these great albums, and that was our goal. Like, we set out to make a record like that. We weren't going to be precious. We weren't going to be shy. We were going to wear it right on our sleeve and talk about it and say, this is the kind of record that we want to make. And we have a lot of young fans. We have a lot of fans that, are still following me and because of Motley Crue, but a lot of young fans as well, and they're saying things like, I've never heard a record like that. And have you ever heard Diamond Dogs by David Bowie? And they're like, well, no, I heard Rebel Rebel. I go, you have to listen to the whole record. And that's the intention here with this album, Modern Vintage. And I was talking to the guys the other day, and I go, if you go up to iTunes and you look at any band, it's like all gray bars on one song, right?
Yeah.
And there was a time, AM radio. That's what we did, is we sold singles. And I was a kid, and I listened to AM radio, and I'd go get that single. And then FM radio happened, and it was album-oriented rock, And for those that don't know of that time, that's when bands made albums, full-length albums.
That were really meant to be listened to in their entirety, preferably.
Yeah, if you listen to one song and put it away, you were a total bonehead. Like, you could not just listen to one Queen song. And, of course, you had your favorite songs, and sometimes the artist took you on a crazy journey, but that was their intention. And that's what we wanted to get back to. We wanted to make a record like that. So if you look at 6 a.m., career-wise, our first book, or the first album was inspired by a book, The Heroin Diaries, and that gave us the #1 hit. And the second book, This Is Gonna Hurt, the photography inspired a lot of the music and the lyrics, and we did documentaries around that, but we couldn't tour because of everyone's schedules. And we said, what we want is to make this record, that is what we talked about, and to be a live band.